सो शेख, अगला सवाल है। बहुत लोगों के डाउट्स होते हैं, क्या हम हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं इंटरव्यूअर से इंटरव्यू के दौरान?
नहीं।
वाई ओला? ओला ही क्यों? क्या है ऐसा ओला में? मुझे तो लगता है नौकरी तो बहाना है, बाकी तो छोकरी को घुमाना है।
जोर जोर से बोल के लोगों को स्कीमें बता दे।
हाय शेख, हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, hi Shashank. I'm good. How are you?
आई एम ग्रेट। मैं अपने व्यूअर्स को बताना चाहूंगा, शेख had recently got placement at Ola as a business analyst. So welcome Sheikh to our show, taking out time today and joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Shashank. It's my pleasure that you invited me.
चल झूठा।
Yeah.
So Sheikh, first of all, tell our viewers about your background.
Okay, so like I will be graduating in 2022, and I recently got an offer from Ola. But just a throwback, when I started in 2018 in mechanical engineering, I was very much interested in core at the very beginning for my first 2 years. But later in third year, I found that the opportunities or in core are a bit less. So I started thinking to go in fields like software development, analytics, and those things. But in early third year, where internship session begins, I was not that structured in terms of my approach. But in later third year, I managed to bring myself together and became structured with my analytics school. That's a startup by our seniors. Okay, so with their help, I got internship and with an American company, and then after that, I further improvised on my projects and my technical understanding, and then finally, I ended up getting an offer from Ola.
Now let's come to Ola. So tell our viewers about the recruitment process that held with Ola.
So yeah, so Ola had two rounds. Basically, first was test-based round, and in that round, I think there were 60 questions, and we were supposed to solving them in 60 minutes. And then fast forward to that, we had our interviews on December 1st, day one, slot two, and the interview was two rounds based. One was technical grilling, and then the second one was HR based. Yeah.
Okay, so now I would like to know more about the test. What was the pattern and what was the difficulty level of the test and how did you prepare for that?
When it comes to test, just keep in mind that we have to be prepared in three different types of in three different types of skills. First of all, you should be very good at quantitative aptitude, and then LR, and the third one DI, and then in some cases you might be asked about the SQL and then Python. So if these five things will be done, then I'm pretty sure you will be able to crack the most ultimate rounds that will be that will be required for further processes.
Okay, and now what was the pattern as you mentioned? Now what was the difficulty level of the test?
Yeah, the test was from easy to medium level, and there were questions based on quant mostly, and there was nothing around LR or DI. And then we also had programming questions of SQL, and I think there were two or three of them. Yeah, so
Okay,
that was it.
and how you started preparation? How you started your preparation as a
Okay.
business analyst?
Yeah. So as I have already told, first let me talk about the test preparation. Just prepare the topics of the quant topics. Then you can just Google it out, and then you will find that there are topics that will be asked like time and distance and some other topics. So those just keep track of those topics. Keep solving questions of those topics and just master it. And the speed is the most important thing that you should look on. Okay, and then same goes with LR and DI. You should be well versed with the terminal, the skills that will be required. Right. So just go with this approach. Keep on solving and start well before the test start getting scheduled. Okay, so that will give you an upper edge, upper hand. Yeah.
Okay, so guys, that was all about the test. Now let's come to our interview round. So Sheikh, can you tell our viewers how was the experience in interviews?
Okay. So let me begin with first. Let me talk about the interview that happened with Ola. The Ola's interview round were quite simple because they only had two rounds, and the one was based on technical and technical round. The first one was a bit friendly one, and he talked to me about, a bit about my project and then about internship. Okay, and then I had my second round of HR, and that was a bit uh, uh, a bit tempting round because he was asking cross questions and was intimidating as if the field that you want to work in is going to be will not be giving you that much uh, satisfaction. So what about you? How do you look into that? So these questions were asked, and then that was it. Two rounds, and then the shortlist came.
Like, my next question is like people are wondering in business analyst role, this type of role requires good communication skills and other activities like case studies or guesstimates like that. So could you tell our viewers more about this?
Okay, yeah. So basically, when I answered the question, like previous question, where you asked me about technical round, but in general, when interviews go, then you will be asked things that will be falling in three different types of interview questions. First one is technical, that I have already answered in previous question. And the second one is non-technical understanding. Okay, all the things related to case studies, guesstimates, and your understanding of puzzles, GFG puzzles, will go into this the second bucket of non-technical understanding. And the third thing, that is your HR. The HR questions will be something that how diplomatically you will be able to represent yourself. Okay, so that's what the third thing that goes that makes the whole of the interview process complete. Okay, so all the things that will be asked will fall into these buckets, and if you will conclude each of them individually, then you are done.
And next question is from the students. They are asking क्या हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं इंटरव्यू के दौरान? So that is the common question that people ask.
Yeah, like because I was also not that well in communication. So first I would tell that you should first improve yourself with communication. And there are different methods. I remember the time when I and you used to have a cold call at night, and we'll just discuss with our not that great English, and and it is not that great now as well. So so that's something you should first focus on because you have time. The ones that will be watching the video will be in their first year, second year, or in third year, and you have plenty of time to improve your English. You can start with your friend and you can improvise. Okay. So I don't think so that if you will be starting so early, then there will be such a scenario that you are telling me.
Now we have come to the end of the session. The last question to you is what advice you want to give to these students who are aiming for Ola in coming future?
Okay, so let me talk in general when it comes to placement. Okay, and placement is a very dirty game. Everyone is getting intimidated from how their friends are performing, how many interviews their friends are having. So the best thing is you should keep yourself confident and ready for all the situations that will be there. Okay, and never intimidate yourself. Okay, and always be positive. Okay, and the second thing, I would say start early and keep on doing things in a persistent manner. Like if you will be starting late, then you will be getting lots of pressure. So starting early is the thing that will help you in masses. Okay, and then uh, third thing is keep on interacting with the seniors that have had their placement soon, because they will be the ones who will be giving you the exact thing that will be happening in your placement. So they will be helping you all the time. So that's something I would like to suggest.